Selena Gomez opens up about why she was crying after marrying Benny Blanco, plus a lot of her mental health secrets exposed. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my little corner of the internet where we hang out. We have a fabulous time here, quite frankly, and we just keep each other company, and it feels like we're on a FaceTime call, so that's even better. You guys, yesterday, Selena Gomez sat down with Fortune's Most Powerful Women Conference, and she spoke out quite a lot, and she said something so incredibly sad about how she was sobbing the day of her wedding. You guys, this is the one thing I love about Miss Gomez is how open she is with everybody, how honest she is about her struggles, and how amazing it is because this literally makes people feel so freaking, it just makes people feel so, like, I don't know, like, not alone in their situations, because oftentimes we're always like, girl, this is only happening to us, this doesn't happen to nobody else, like what is going on with us? But then we see someone like Selena Gomez going through things and we're like, damn bitch, we go through this too. Anyways, check this out.
It's so interesting that you said you feel like you don't deserve it. You've built this huge brand that with obviously goes without saying with your team that, as Amber alluded to in the introduction, has been valued at $2 billion and above. And maybe it's a systematic problem that we talk about a lot here, that you might still feel you don't deserve that. Why would you not deserve to be here?
To be honest, I'm going to go from Brené Brown. She said one of the biggest fears, one of the biggest emotions that you can be fearful of is joy. Because this is how I work personally. When something great happens in my life, I expect something bad to happen. So instead of being present and saying, okay, wow, we've done a great thing, which I do, but I'm always thinking, okay, but if this could all go away tomorrow, so how can I make sure that doesn't happen? Then I can just get wrapped up in that as opposed to enjoying things. And I would say that's my biggest conflict sometimes when, wonderful things happen. I got married and then I was sobbing because I was like, I'm going to die the next day. I think that's a little, life thing.
Can I just say that?
You guys, these type of fears, they're very, very real. I think joy is something and happiness is something we're very scared to feel. I absolutely can relate to this. I think it's a very real thing. And I've heard this from many people that they're afraid that once things start going good, it's like any moment now, girl, everything's going to just crash and and burn. And I love that she's saying this. I love that she opens up. I love that she's so vulnerable. With Selena, there's this thing about her where people constantly say she's fake and she's, she plays the victim so she can get sympathy and she loves sympathy and she's obsessed with sympathy and this and that. Like the whole narrative is just so boring at this point. But I love the fact that she is so open. And, I really have been very curious when I read people coming for Selena and saying the most horrible things about about Selena and constantly just dragging her name and just being so incredibly cruel, I always wonder what is it about Selena? Because here she is, successful, helping, giving back, being open, being vulnerable. I'm like, what is it about that you hate? Like, she's giving back. She is putting mental health in the forefront. She is opening up about her own weird, insecure mental health, darkness, right? That we all have. Like, hello, you can't get more than that. Like, no celebrity out here is doing this. And I absolutely admire her for doing this because it's not easy to do this. And I don't know, you guys, this made me see Selena in a whole different, in a whole different way. And I'm just so grateful that we see that. Speaking about that, I wanted to touch on that a little bit because I see so many of your guys' stories as well. You know, I see so many of you guys' stories regarding your mental health and the way that you, just the way that you go about your day and how you see the world and the things that you've experienced and stuff. And I want to talk to you guys because I want to do more. I want to get your guys' take on this. Like, what else can I do to help? You know, I mean, I really want to have people feel like they're not alone in their struggles, you know, because most of the time what you're going through, somebody has gone through and survived it and went through it and is looking back at it, you know. And that's where we want to be when we're in a bad place. We want to survive it and move forward and look back and be like, we did that, we survived it. And, you know, so I want to, like, I don't know what I want to do. She inspires me so much to really use my platform for good. She really, truly does. She makes me want to just go out there and do good, you know? And so I'm really thinking about what I can do. I'm really thinking about how to continue to use my platform for good and to, you know, to help people, because at the end of the day, man, like, I feel like that's all I want to do as well. With Selena Gomez, of course, there comes quite a lot of, you know, backlash and a lot of negativity and a lot of things. But I wanted to just say, you know, before I let you guys go, is that Selena is somebody who understands that we are all pretty much fucked up. Okay, that's just the truth, girl. That we all go through things, that we all need some kind of help, you know? And I think her coming out and saying she was bipolar was one of the biggest, most bravest things in the world that she can do, because her team was like basically advising her not to, because they were terrified that what was going to happen to her. You know, how was the public going to react to this? Like, how are they going to see this, right? And seeing Selena not really care about that part and just care about having people feel less alone, that is something that I admire. And that is my answer when I always get asked, why are you always supporting her? Why are you always blindly supporting her? And I always say it's because of that. When she was getting body shamed with that bathing suit picture, I'll never forget, she said, look, I was posting these pictures and I was hating it because I was not body positive. I did not love how I looked, but I did it because I wanted to help other people and have them think that I was, you know, body positive, right? About herself. She believes in the message for others, but she didn't really believe it at the time for herself. And that was so crazy to me to think that she's posting pictures that she personally does not like just to help people is so selfless and so incredible. And lastly, I really wanted to talk about her weight, because a lot of people are having an issue that she has lost so much weight. And I really wanted to say that, you know, her weight is nobody's fucking problem. Her weight is nobody's, her weight should not be a topic of conversation. So wanted to answer that with that. Just because somebody loses weight does not mean they don't believe in body positivity. So just also really wanted to say that, because it's so crazy to me that, you know, listen, I'll be the first to tell you I'm overweight, right? I've been overweight my whole life. I've only lost weight when my brother passed. And I'll tell you that, like, I don't like to be overweight. I find more difficulties for me. But I can look at somebody who is my size or bigger and be like, yes, confidence, right? And body positivity. But when I look at myself, I'm like, girl, I don't want to look like this, you know? And so many ways I really, really, really like just connect with her. And I really see a lot of her beliefs and really see my beliefs in a lot of the things that she says. So that's why I love her so much. And, you know, I'm very proud of her for opening up. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. And I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. Bye.